everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dreams Studio, coming to you with just a little bit of a delay on showing you my February Finish It Junk Journal Challenge from Dear Julie. And the reason this video is coming to you late, because although it was finished, I couldn't show it to you excuse me, until after my sister had seen the video, because this junk journal is hers. Now, I have been planning this junk journal for, excuse me, a little bit of a dust bunny this morning. I've been planning this junk journal for several years, and when I get to the very end of the junk journal, I will show you the inspiration piece for this journal. My sister loves all things Ireland. It might have something to do with the fact that we have Irish backgrounds. So part of the junk journal challenge for February for Julie's was either to finish journals that we had already started but had not finished, or to put together a journal that we had been collecting things for. And I found that latter part easier for this because there were 15 elements that we had to include in the journal. Well, it's kind of hard to incorporate those 15 items into a journal you already had started if they weren't going to fit. So I decided this was a good time to get this done for my sister, because Crazy Lady Creations came here on Wednesday and is here for a 5-day crafting week with us. So I wanted to get this put together for her in time to give it to her when she came. I had this lace in my stash. This is from that big lace haul that I got last fall in Poplar Bluff at a thrift store. And it's got a 4-leaf clover adaptation to it that I thought was perfect for this journal. I've mixed creams and whites. So our first item on the list is to do a fabulous cover. And I just love the way this cover turned out. This brooch is from one of the Hobby Lobby jewelry lines. I want to say it's from their vintage jewelry line in the beading department. This is cut from a fabric that I have had for years in my stash, and I love the Killarney Castle in the background. Fabrics from my stash, and this lace is from Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to take off the tassel here because it will make showing the rest of the journal a little bit easier. One of the items was to do a fluffy tassel, so I put together this tassel using a lot of greens and gold elements that I had in my stash. Ribbons, laces, trims. I have this charm that I got at Hobby Lobby, Sisters. And then I have a fairy dust bottle on here, because we know we all believe in the wee folk. So I've got this all attached, and that's my fluffy tassel. That was one of the elements. I also chose to use a gold thread to bind my signatures in, and I left this on the outside. The base of the cover is from a table runner that I got at a thrift store, as are these green tassels. They were at the ends. The table runner would come to a point on either end, and then this tassel was off of the point. And so I've got 2 of those on here. So that's my cover. When we get to some of the others in here, I'll point them out. I've got to finish the inside here yet. I keep forgetting I need to put a strip in here. I just haven't decided what I'm doing. I may run more lace in here. The papers, most all of the digitals in here are from Dear Julie's St. Patrick's Day kit. I went through all of my stash and I pulled out anything that I had green. So this is from a punch-out bingo card, and this is one of the images from Julie's kit. I just fussy cut him out because a fussy cut image was one of our items that we had to have. And this is from my games collection. I've got green money. I flipped down another one of our, a fold-out page is one of our elements, and I had this March notepad that I picked up at a thrift store sometime last year when Sissy and I were out running around in Springfield. I've got this ledger paper. It is a scrapbook paper. I'm not sure where it came from. We also had to do some type of a flower. So I used this punch from Stampin' Up! And the leaf punch from Stampin' Up! And there are 2 of these in here, 1 in each signature. While I try to use junk journal stuff, my OCD kicks in just a little bit, and so I tend to try and make my signatures in the same order and make them balanced. So these are scrapbook papers from my stash. This is a pocket tutorial, and I cannot remember where I learned this. I want to say it's from Treasure Books, but it makes a gorgeous little, not only a signature, but it actually makes a nice card. And I did one of these not too long ago for a friend of mine in Pennsylvania, and I stuck a tea bag in all of the pockets for her. Stickers from my stash, doilies are Stampin' Up! This paper is called Garden Lane from Stampin' Up! And then I tucked in a couple of tickets. One of them says Tillamook County School District. Now tell me that doesn't have a little bit of an Irish ring to it. And then we had to make I did a fold out with a journaling card from Project Life, and added a little bit more of that lace and a green button. This is Anna Griffin paper. I love her papers. Ribbon from my stash. Papers from my stash. We had to do a 12 by 12 Franken page for the challenge. That was one of the elements, and then butcher it up and use it in the journal. So this is a belly band that I made. And I didn't really need to have the washi tape here because this is glued, but I wanted to bring in more of the washi tape element that I have used throughout the book. And then this is another one of the Project Life cards. And this is from Project Life Jade Collection. This was from a paper bag at a music store in West Plains. This is some more of a digital kit. I don't think it was from Dear Julie Julie's. I printed digital kits having to do with Ireland from about 3 different companies. I will try to go back and list those in the description box below. A fabric flip, and I used fabric that I had, incorporated some more of the lace trim that I had from that haul, and this is a piece of green velvet cut from a belt on a dress that I used to have. More of our Franken page. I used this one to make a pocket, and I've got a playing card here from Crazy Eights, Greens and Roses. This is a paper pocket, and I cannot for the life of me think of who this one came from, but it's a super easy pocket to do, and I'll be showing you how to do this one in a future video. But I trimmed it with pieces of gold doily from Stampin' Up! And then I added some more of my game pieces. This is from an Animal Rummy card, and this is from a NASCAR Monopoly game. We had to do something with a playing card. I do believe, yes, flinch cards are playing cards. And I had these little green sequence cards, and I just added some of the embellishments. These are from Dear Julie Julie's St. Patrick's Day kit, and I've edged them with Teresa Collins gold ink and a little bit of my fabric. And this is a bread tie that makes a nice little clip. Frame is another one of our elements, so I framed in this picture of this castle. The trim is from Dollar Tree, and I've got another Monopoly. This is a Disney Monopoly. I thought the prince needed to go with the castle and all that lovely green for the garden around the castle. Another one of my stickers, Franken page into a pocket, and this is another one from the NASCAR Monopoly game. This one I did a frame, and it's also a pocket from a digital kit and some doily on a guest check. The rose is from His and Hers collection at Hobby Lobby, and I've misted it with Tattered Angels Glitter Green, and then it flips open for more space back here. Another flip up. I had to incorporate this lace somewhere. I wanted to use it on the cover, but since I went with the smaller journal, this was just too big for the cover. So I had to incorporate those in the flips, and then I've got them backed by the green, or the green velvet. A different type of ledger. This is from a green ledger, and I've made it as a flip-flop page is also from our image. And then my husband had this Irish whiskey cigar band. And it's the only one I have, so it's the only signature that's got one. I had this trim that's got this beading on it, and so I just glued it to the end of a beads pen and put an eyelet in there and attached it through the eyelet. And that eyelet looks like it may want to come out. I may have to redo that one. Dear Julie's pages on the Franken page, and turned it into a pocket. And then, in honor of one patron saint, let's color the whole town with green paint. And that's from another one of that fabric yardage that I had. Another one of the digis that I downloaded, and we had to do a fancy, what's it called? Fancy charm, and I did that on each one of my signature ties. And this is a Tim Holtz charm. And see where I've used the washi tape to seam pages together so that I'd have a full page. This was just from my scrap, and I stapled it in. This was from off of the St. Patrick's Day gold charms you'll see in here, and I made it into a tuck spot and tucked in the hippo because it's green, but the hippo's my favorite animal. This is a hidden paper clip. We were to do something that was our favorite thing to make, and I love making the hidden paper clips, so there's one of those. Something we had never made before, a first, and I've done yo-yos, but I'd not done the fabric flowers, so I did this yo-yo, and then later on you'll see that I've got a fabric flower. I've had this is a cutout from a scrapbook catalog, and then with the paper transfer image, and I just thought the green fit on the rest of that flip out. This is green dyed composition paper that I did when the girls were here last summer. And another one of my Franken pages, and I just glued the whole thing on there so that it was framed by that green. This is a corner tuck with a tag. Another one of our frames. And then this is that gold coin I was telling you about, and I've just used it to just set the Project Life card in. This was a third hidden paper clip that I did because it is one of my favorite things to do, and this one has an Irish blessing on it, and I thought it fit really well on that page. I took 2 of those playing cards, and I made little notebooks with green paper on the inside and a fabric hinge, and it tucks into the gold doily, and this is where those trim pieces came off of that I've used earlier in the book. I used a side clip here with a green paper clip and a playing card, and I put note paper on the back of the playing card. And then here's the second half of that pocket. We're at the end of the signature, and another tag, and another game card, shop around. And we love Irish breads, and so that just seemed to fit. And then I've got this pocket, fancy fold pocket that I did from Anna Griffin paper. Added some more of that lace, a little bit of paper trim, another tag with the leprechaun and the coins on a green paint chip, and it's Kilkenny green. And then a quilt playing card for king, because every castle needs a king. The other half of that flip down, and I've seamed it with the washi tape because the scoreboard had started to go through it, so I seamed it with the washi tape. Hi Tabby, I didn't know you were in here. I thought I'd shut you out. The gold beading bling here is from Dollar Tree. More of that note paper that I had, and this flips out, and then the rest of the note paper is on the back for writing. Okay, second signature is pretty much the same as the first, just a few different envelopes. Elements. I've got this little Irish girl cut from the digital papers. Tabby, get down, please. Thank you. Go. A Monopoly deal card in green. The fabric flip again. Another one of those flowers. And these are really super simple to do. You punch an odd number for the best and your different shades of yellow. And these were cut from the Color Theory Stampin' Up! Paper pad. Used another one of that Franken page for a tuck, and it's got the Irish washerwoman. I need to find something to tuck in there. Another ticket. We have the Sherwood Twin North on this one. And another tag from that fabric. The music paper. Another one of those flowers. From my remnant stash. Cute little fairy to stick in that belly band. This is from a like a coaster size, 4x4 coaster size calendar to tuck into there, and another one of the cards. More of that trim. Another just a framed page. Another one of the gold and green together. Slides across this table pretty well. The other framed item that I had to do, and this is just a journaling card tucked in there. Some more of that calendar coaster. I used one of the shamrock stickers to mark the 17th, and another playing card. I don't know why I picked the ostrich chick, but it was green, and so I went with it. And the Franken page. Another one of the digitals that I had, and another charm from Tim Holtz for my center. My other hidden paper clip. Kiss me please, I am Irish. Another pocket. And this one I did a shaker card with shamrock, heart, and money pot confetti that I had in my stash. Most everything came from my stash. I bought very little for this book, except for the Irish digitals. Another one of the flinch playing cards on the bread tuck. I bet now you guys are going to be looking at your loaves of bread differently now, aren't you? Another one of the bead trims. More of the gold doily. More money cards. And you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet your prince. And I've got something sticky on there. I may have to go back with that with baby powder and fix that. Another tuck with the leprechaun. The other tassel and playing card. Another notebook. And then here's the flower. Oh, Tabby got in my coffee. That's what it is. She spilled my coffee, and now she has walked across my table, and I have coffee everywhere. Yay, cat. Okay, anyway, back to this. It doesn't really come out looking like a flower in my estimation, but I followed the template, and that's what I got. But it's cute. I like it. And then here's the back side of the pocket, and you're about to see what inspired this whole thing. My sister and I grew up listening to our mother play an album called by Irish crooner Dennis Day. And we heard Oh Danny Boy and My Wild Irish Rose and all those good Irish ballads by this amazing Irish tenor. And so several years ago I had the opportunity to get a copy of the album in DVD. I have the original album, but I had the opportunity to get a copy in DVD or in CD, and I made a copy for my sister, and I'm stuck. So I included a CD of My Wild Irish Rose by Dennis Day in a CD pocket in this pocket here, and she didn't see it right away because I had the tag there. And so now we have, and then I have a punch out of the green rose from where I copied the CD case liner and put an Irish rose back here. And that's what started this whole trip. And then I used one of these gold coins with a pop dot behind it so I could tuck this in there like that, and then it will tuck back up underneath. And that is my album for my sister. Since I'm recording this on Sunday, she won't get it until Thursday. I can't tell you her actual reaction, but I think she's gonna like it. At least I hope she is. So I'm not sure what I'm showing next Monday. We have been crafting. Well, by the time you see this, we will have been crafting all weekend and doing all kinds of stuff. So I think Mixed Media Monday is just going to be a show and tell of what we did on our sister weekend. Thanks for stopping in. If you love mixed media stuff and you want to see more tips, tricks, and how to use your junk, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. There will be a video coming up with a giveaway, probably the first part of April, because I have hit my first 100 subscribers and I'm so excited. So I want everybody to pop in and be sure to be subscribed, because if you are subscribed, when I get ready to do that giveaway, your name will go into the drawing for the giveaway of a fabulous mixed media pack. So you don't want to miss out on that. Make sure to hit the bell so that you get notifications of when all my videos go up. And thanks for joining me in the craft room today. Creative blessings.